Ladies and gentlemen, 50 years ago tonight, Paul Finch, the famous short-sighted poet, typed his last poem on a machine which had been repaired by an equally short-sighted repairman, and he put the F where the P should be, and he put the P where the F should be. However, as it is his last poem, I thought tonight you might like to hear it as it was originally written. Here it is then, Fatricia Feter, the Pinal Foem of Faul Pinch. I think you'll like it. Fatricia was just 15 when she fell in love with feet. He was fishing in the river with galoshes on his feet. He speaks first. Is the water deep here? About 4 inches she reflies. He put his foot in front of him and sank up to his eyes. As he struggled to the surface, covered from head to foot in muck, she said, "That's punny. It only comes halfway up my duck." She noticed he was peeling paint. So she gripped him by the arm. He said, "Are you rich?" She said, "No, I peed myself." With poo grown on my palm. Years passed by, and handsome feet leapt town, and so did Fritty Fat. She joined the Metropolitan Police Force. Her pokes were proud of that. One day, as she was facing up and down, she heard a strange cry in the street. Someone was flaying a piddle. In the gutter, there stood Feet. She could tell by the look upon his face, he was peeling broken-hearted. He said, "I've leapt my wipe, you know." She said, "I heard you'd gone." "Please, please, oh, go away, please," he begged. She answered him with smiles. He said, "I've been in prison." She said, "I know, I've seen your piles." He said, "At least I had pooed in there, and over my head a roop. But if I'd have stayed much longer with all those men, I'd have become a raving foop." She held his hand as they were wed at the chapel of St. Paul's. They honeymooned in Niagara, and she held him by the paw. They now have 4 children, and a life for them is great. You just can't predict where it will point, that pickle finger of fate.